This is Autios. In November of 2023, I downgraded this account from an Ultimate Ironman to a regular Ironman with one goal in mind. I want to take on the biggest challenges within RuneScape and I want to obtain the best gear in the game. Follow along on my Ironman progress series. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Ironman progress series. Last episode we got the Dragon Pickaxe and I was really excited to get to work doing some raids with it. However, Jagex just released the Project Rebalance updates that actually made Elite Void pretty good. It gives a 5% damage increase to magic as well as a 45% accuracy bonus. So I ran some DPS calcs and it definitely seems worth it to go ahead and get for me until I have a torture bracelet. So I started out working on some pest control. All right, we have the 400 pest control points that we need, and the Elite Void Knight here is willing to upgrade our Void. Yes, please. All right, so there we have it. 400 pest control points later, 2 collection log pop-ups. We got Elite Void and we can put that on and it just looks so good. I love the way the Elite Void looks. Compare this to that. Are you kidding me? Way cooler, way cooler. Once I have a Bracelet of Slaughter, technically Arams or Blue Moon or something like that is quite a bit better. But until I get that, this is going to be my best in slot magic gear pretty much. All right, so with the Hunter Guild and Varlamore, evidently there's a new armor that's really good. I'm just going to make the legs, I think, right now. I don't see how it would be better. I think the top also gives +3 stab bonus. But anyway, these are going to be my new best in slot. First of all, best in slot Fashionscape. Those things are just straight drip. But also, it's supposed to be really good for TOA and anywhere where basically you're using stab. So I'm going to be rocking these during my raids. All right, that's expert raid number 24. I died at Baba, so I highly doubt I will get a purple. I did not. Raid number 2 here, I accidentally forgot my Barrow's gloves. Not exactly ideal. No purple light anyway, though. Wow, that is terrible loot. 25k. That's got to be like my worst one yet. All right, that is a 410 invocation raid. We have a 5% chance at a purple ourselves, it looks like. I did not die, which is nice. We do get a purple, but it's not mine. I already see the little key there. Let's see what this guy gets. Hey, the perfect app mech. I don't know how to say that word, but we just got a combat task for that. I'll take it. All right, I think that is a new record, 17,500 points in that raid. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I don't know if it was just the gear or what, but regardless, it's a white light. Hey, 9 more Renar seeds. Let's freaking go, dude. That is so beautiful to see. Renars have been so hard for me to keep up, but man, that is beautiful. Well, not my best raid, but does anybody get a purple? No purples. There's another expert raid done. Do we get the purple light? We do not. All right, I need to do a quick intermission at this point of the video. I had some pretty big life events come up IRL, and I took 3 weeks off from the game. So that's why this video took so long to come out. But in that time, Jagex released the new Slayer boss, which I'm sure most of you have heard about, which is Araxxor. The boss is going to require level 92 Slayer to kill, and it's going to drop a best in slot amulet. So my goal right now is to try and get 92 Slayer because I want to be able to kill this boss on release. And then I also want to get my last 2 zenites because I'm going to need an amulet of torture in order to upgrade and make the new amulet. So, yep, I just wanted to throw that in here. All right, so at this point in the video, we decided to go ahead and go back to training Slayer, which is really what I need to be doing the most at this point on my account, but I just get really tired of training Slayer. So anyway, I decided to try and speed things up. I would go and make some steel bars and convert them into cannonballs so that I could cannon task and just kind of try and speed things up a little bit. And after a solid session of Blast Furnace as well as smithing cannonballs, we now have over 18,000 cannonballs to work with, which is going to be very nice. The only sad thing is that I'm going to probably burn through these really, really fast, but it should speed things up. So as always, I'm not going to be showing you guys every single task that I do. I think that would get incredibly boring. However, just know I'm doing a lot of Slayer training in this episode. But I am going to be showing you guys the noteworthy tasks, such as this one right here, which is a Lizardman shaman task. I'm still looking for my Dragon Warhammer, so I'm going to be doing these as often as possible, and I decided to try and use a new method on this one. Basically what you do here is you have an alt account stand on the spawn here, and I honestly don't know why the logistics or the coding of this work, but you open up a stall and it makes this Lizardman completely worthless. I can link a video in the description if anybody's interested in how I set this up. But basically, you just sit here on your Ironman account and you kill this thing and it's completely AFK. And the best part about this is you don't use any prayer pots or any antidotes. So it is a little bit slower. You can actually use 2 alts to speed it up if you want, but I don't want to use another bond to bond up another account. So anyway, I'm just doing it with 1. It's a little slow, but it's AFK and saves a ton of supplies. Hey, there's a hard clue scroll. Let's go ahead and knock this out right quick. All right, we've got ourselves another hard casket. What do we get? Boom, collection log. You know what? I might have actually just completed the Saradomin God book, whatever it's called, set. I think I might have just completed it. Where's clues? I did. Let's go. All 4 pages. Let's go get this first God book, man. I'm excited. All right, so I believe I just claim a reward here, take the Saradomin book, and then do I just use the pages on it? I do. Okay. So we use all 4 pages, and now we've got the Holy Book. So I guess it's a decent prayer bonus for your offhand, but realistically, I probably won't ever actually use this thing for combat purposes. However, it is useful for a clue step. I think it's an elite clue step where you have to have a completed God book. So definitely good to have. And also kind of swaggy, taking me back to the actual 07 days. It is time for another task. Lizardman again. Hey, I'll take that. I will take that every day of the week. Something I forgot to mention is that before I began recording this video, Jagex buffed the Dragon Warhammer drop rate. It is now a 1 in 3,000, which is up from 1 in 5,000. And for anybody curious, I did about 1,200 KC at the old drop rate. All right, so that is going to be the last kill of the Lizardman Shaman task. Looks like we killed about 198 of the Lizardmen, and that puts us just under 1,600 total kills going for that Dragon Warhammer. Oh my gosh. It actually exists. Black Demons. It has been so long since we got one of these. I'm excited. We still need 2 more zenites, so I am excited for the opportunity. All right, so now that I am officially level 83 Slayer and I can kill the spiritual mages, I think it's time that I go for some dragon boots before I do this black demon task at demonic gorillas. So we're gonna go try and grab those real quick. I think it is a boost over the rune boots, so let's go ahead and get it done. Hey, that didn't take long at all. There they are, the dragon boots. Very nice upgrade. Yes. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Zenite number 3. Oh man, that feels really good to see. That feels really good to see. All right, so that was our 3rd Zenite, and for anybody curious, that was at 929 KC at Demonic Gorillas. So we have 1 left, and we have 150 to go on our task, so we could finish up Zenites on this task, which would be really nice. All right, so we have been grinding out our Demonic Gorilla task. We have 63 KC left to go. However, if you look right here at the bottom left of my screen, we are extremely close to our very first 99 on the account. So we're going to do this the right way. We're going to put on some Fashionscape, and we're going to go get the 99 killing a cow in Lumbridge, as you do. Oh yeah, I definitely think that is it. That is the perfect fit for the job. Very big day. You have to have the right attire for such a large celebration. We've finally done it. After hundreds of hours of gameplay and countless grinds completed, we have finally obtained the best gear in the game. Thank you for joining me on my Ironman Progress series. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We've got a lot of stuff we still need to do. However, I do think that this is one of the coolest skill capes in the game. I love the untrimmed variant, the white on white. I just think it looks cool. But anyway, back to demonics. All right, this is going to be my last kill of the task. Unfortunately, we did not get any additional zenites, but we do have one. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep doing a little bit more Slayer and see if I can just go ahead and get a second zenite before going and training crafting. I probably won't, but hey, we'll go for it anyway. And for anybody curious, this brings us up to 1,128 demonic gorillas killed. So we are pretty close to the drop rate of when you would expect to have 4 zenites. So yeah, we're pretty on rate for the most part. Up next, Durdle assigned me a Jad task, so I went ahead and tried my luck in the fight caves. All right, there is Jad KC number 4 completed. I just took my time and AFK'd that one. However, of course, as always, we will exchange our fire cape and let's see if we can get the pet. You not lucky. All right, well, we just got a prayer level, actually, killing these worms. That is level 72 prayer and also 118 combat. Not too shabby. All right, so up next we got assigned Bloodvelds, and I really want to do the method where you cannon them in the Meredith laboratory. So I needed to go do a Taste of Hope as well as Sins of the Father, and plus I have an elite step requiring Sins of the Father anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and knock those quests out real quick. That way we can do this Bloodveld task. All right, so that is a Taste of Hope completed, and we got our trusty little Dragon's Medallion here, which is just going to make things much more simple getting over here to Meredith and everything like that. Nice to have that unlocked. All right, so it is time for the final boss fight for the Sins of the Father quest, and this is the setup that I'm going with for anybody curious, just maximizing my strength bonus, and then I've got some combo eats, some prayer pots, everything like that that I need. So for whatever reason, people seem to really struggle with this boss. I don't remember it being that hard. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. Maybe I just got good RNG on my hits when I did it on my main account, but I don't know. It seems like the Song of the Elves quest has a way harder boss fight than this. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So thankfully, I did not struggle on this boss fight. I think just making sure that you're on like a good pink world and staying moving the entire time makes a huge difference. So if anybody's curious for me to upload like a guide on this boss fight, I definitely can. Because I think that people just overthink this maybe a little bit. But anyway, we got that done, and then we completed the quest. All right, there is the Sins of the Father quest completed. We have access to Darkmire, a Tome of Experience, access to Blisterwood equipment, and Draken's Medallion, Darkmire Teleport. Very nice to have that done, and now we also have access to the laboratory that has the Bloodvelds that are multi. So we're going to head over there right now and do this Bloodveld task. All right, there is level 84 Slayer from this Bloodveld task. We're getting about 65k XP per hour using the cannon here. Pretty solid. So up next, I went and did my elite clue scroll that I've been hanging on to for quite a while because I needed to do Sins of the Father. The loot was very average. However, we did get a master, but I was not able to do it. All right, we've got ourselves a hard casket. Let's go ahead and open it. Hey, the collection log is alive and well. The Zamorak D'hide shield. And man, I hate to sound like a complainer, but I just get burnt out doing Slayer, man, and I just want to do some PVM. So I had to go and do a few corrupted gauntlet runs, and I thought I would just quickly show you the chest that I got from that. So after that, I went and did a little bit of gem mining because I'm actually starting to run low on my bracelets of slaughter and expeditious for Slayer. And I actually ended up getting a mining level. So there's level 83 mining from the gem mine. All right, time to get back to Slayer, starting off with a Dust Devil task. All right, guys, so I was sitting here doing my Dust Devil task and I was just doing a little bit of thinking. All right, so I am getting over 70,000 Slayer XP an hour doing this task and almost 150,000 magic XP per hour, which is really nice. And so I was kind of thinking, what if I could just always do Dust Devils? Now, there is actually a way to do this if you do Tural skipping. Most Ironmen don't Tural skip because they also need to get their melee stats up. And so doing some slower tasks is actually efficient overall because you need that melee XP. I started this account out by doing a crap ton of sand crabs, and my combats are almost maxed. The only thing I really need to train right now is magic. So I could actually maybe consider just Tural skipping and only doing barrage and burst tasks, and then using up the cannonballs that I have, of course, as well. Yep, I think I'm going to do this. I hope I don't regret it, but I think I'm going to do it. I currently am at 220 tasks completed though, and you get a massive, massive point boost at 250 tasks, which is really the last huge bonus until 500. So now is kind of the time to do it, but I do want to hit 250 first. So I'm going to go ahead and Tural boost until I get to 250, and then we'll Tural skip and reset back to 0. All right, that is 249 tasks completed, which means it is now time for us to get our 250th task. So as always, for the big task, we go to Konar. Let's see what we get. Drakes. Ooh, I can actually fight these now. I haven't killed any yet, but I'm pretty sure they drop a unique, and I don't remember what it is, but I know these are actually worth killing on an Ironman. Dude, no way. That's the Drake's Claw. That's actually the drop that I wanted too. There's 2 uniques. It's like the tooth, I think, in the claw, but the claw is the only one that I can use. That's so sick. All right, so we got the Drake's Claw on KC number 50. I think we can just use that. And yes, proceed. And now we have the Boots of Brimstone. Man, that's actually kind of sick. That's kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. So at this point, I don't even know if it's worth doing Drakes in the future because this is really the only drop I really wanted. The other one's cool for the Devout Boots, but I don't have the Holy Sandals anyway. And realistically, I don't know if I'm ever going to get the Holy Sandals. So I might block Drakes after this. But yeah, definitely glad that I got these pretty sweet Brimstone boots. All right, and there's our Drake task completed. We've completed 250 tasks and received 630 beautiful Slayer points. Love to see it. And we also got a Brimstone key, so let's go cash this thing in. All right, we've got our Brimstone key. What do we get? 460 coal. All right, so we've got 1,500 Slayer points now. It's time to spend some of these things. Man, it is easy come, easy go with these. First thing I'm going to get is Stop the Wyvern. You guys know I absolutely despise Wyvern task, and that just seems so worth it to me. Up next, I didn't know. I guess I forgot to extend Dust Devils, which was really dumb, so that definitely needs to be extended. And then I also want to go ahead and extend Abbey Demons, because pretty soon I'm going to be able to do those. And then I also want to extend Kraken, because pretty soon I'll be able to do those as well. And that's for the most part everything we really need. And now we can get a new task from Durdell. This is a good one. So I'm going to do this. But if I got one that I didn't want to do, we would use our little Tural skip. All right, so we are here working on a Necreal task right now. And as you can see right here at the bottom of the screen, we are just about to hit level 85 Slayer, which is a really big level on an Ironman because that means we can kill Abyssal Demons, which means that we can get an Abyssal Whip. And there's our level right there. However, we are not going to go and hunt that Abyssal Whip right away. I'm just going to wait and get that passively through Slayer. I have the Zombie Axe right now, which is, it's a decent alternative until I get assigned an Abyssal Demon task. All right, up next we have a Jad task here, and that is going to be Jad KC number 5, and it looks like we also got a combat task completed for that. That is the Fight Caves Master for 5 KC. Does not look like we got the pet from the KC, and we'll exchange the cape, and you not lucky. So no pet from this task, but we'll keep doing them. All right, it's time for another task. Durdell, what do we get? Ooh, Black Demons. Okay, we just have 1 zenite to go, so maybe this could be the task. Yes, let's go, dude. There it is. We're done. We are done. That is the 4th zenite shard. Let's get the heck out of here. We are done. Let's go. Let's go check how many kills that was. All right, so it looks like we've killed 1,171 demonic gorillas. So we were 29 KC lucky to get all 4 zenites, and we have 135 black demons left on this task. So I think I might just block it because, yeah, I don't plan to do any more Black Demon tasks. All right, so as you can see here, we've got our Ring of Suffering, we've got our Necklace of Anguish, and then we've got our 2 Zenites here, which are going to be for our Tormented Bracelet and our Torture Amulet. So we have got a lot of crafting to do. I think we need 93 crafting to be able to boost, and we're currently at 88. So yeah, let's go get 2 mining buckets of sand. All right, so I'm using OSRSportal.com and using the giant seaweed calculator. It looks like I need over 4,000 giant seaweed and 24,000 buckets of sand in order to get to 93 crafting. And this is going to be if I do not pick up the molten glass, which I kind of don't want to do because it's honestly just really annoying to do. And just under 3,000 astral runes. So let's go check out how many we have and see how many we need. All right, well, the good news is we are good on astral runes, which kind of surprised me. I thought we were a little short there, and we have almost 5,000 giant seaweed. So we're in good shape on both of those, but we only have 1,100 buckets of sand. So we're going to have to go mine 23,000 buckets of sand, which for those of you who don't know, it is not the funnest thing to do in the world. All right, well, I guess this is going to be my new home for a while. We're going to have to mine 23,000 buckets of sand here. We're going to be using the circlet of water to protect us from desert heat, as well as the Varrock armor for occasionally giving us 2 sandstone. And there's the cutscene where I magically have 23,000 buckets of sand in the grinder here. So we're going to go ahead and claim our sand from Drew, and I guess just all of them. So yeah, that looks like that cost us a little over 1 mil, but we have 23,000 buckets of sand to work with. And I know that was quick for you guys, but it took me about 7 hours. So yeah, not the funnest grind in the world, but it's over. Now we can go turn this all into molten glass. And I've shown this method before, but I'm going to be doing super glass make to convert all of the giant seaweed and buckets of sand into molten glass. All right, there is level 91 magic from casting super glass make. All right, and there is our first crafting level. There is level 89 crafting, 4 levels to go to get to 93 so that we can boost for the torture amulet. All right, and this is going to be the last inventory of super glass make here, which gives us a grand total of 32,780 molten glass. And finally, we'll just convert all of the molten glass into empty light orbs, which is super AFK, which is nice, but also very slow, which is a bit painful. This is going to take about 20 hours to do, so let's get to it. All right, through blood, sweat, tears, and countless canisters of G Fuel, we have done it. There is level 93 crafting. Such a big milestone for any Ironman to obtain that level crafting so that they can make the amulet of torture. All right, and the next step of the process is that we need 2 onyxes. So in order to do that, we're gonna need 520,000 tackle. And for that, I'm gonna need to get 54,000 chaos runes. So we started with 7 mil GP, and that is about to be a lot less after this. All right, we've got our chaos runes. Cash stack is down to 3.4 mil now. So after 1 full episode of feeling rich, we are down bad yet again. Let's go ahead and convert this into tackle. And after 1,100 clicks of selling 50 chaos runes at a time, we now have 520,000 tackle to buy 2 onyxes with. And then as always, the next step is to convert all of these into zenites here on the wall of flame. So that is 2 uncut zenites. All right, so we've got our 2 zenites, our gold bars, a bunch of orange spices, and some stews. So it's time for us to start trying to boost up our crafting level so that we can make these things. All right, boys, it is not looking good. We've tried 10 times. This is our last attempt. We did not get it. So we're going to unfortunately have to go get more of these orange spice. Yes, 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 we got it. Okay, let's go quick. We're going to make sure we do 1, and then I'm going to immediately click away. I've seen so many Ironmen make duplicate zenite jewelry, and I don't want to be that guy. And then zenite bracelet. Finally got the boost. That took forever. All right, so now we've got an ancient brew. We're going to boost our magic level and cast level 7 enchant on both of those jewelry pieces. And there you have it, the amulet of torture and the tormented bracelet. Let's go. All right, so we finally have all 4 of our zenites. Huge milestone to have that knocked out. We'll check out the stats real quick. The tormented bracelet gives us notably a +5 magic damage bonus. So that elite void I got is no longer going to be best. I'm going to need to get better mage gear now. And then also the amulet of torture gives us that juicy +10 strength bonus and also some nice accuracy boosts. Well, guys, we are just about ready for Araxxor other than our Slayer level. So you guys already know next episode, we're going to be hitting Slayer hard yet again. But for today, I think we're going to go ahead and call it right there. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Adios.